Oh, how do I say your name? Elwya. Yeah, how do I pronounce how what? Ploya. Playa. It's hard, man. What to say? What to say? Okay. All right. 3-wave crash. Puya. Puya? Is that what we would say?
Learn from your mistakes.
Okay. You don't know either? I hate you. God damn it. I'm here like, how am I supposed to say his tag? Alright.
My spirit is not lost.
Put it to the side, put it to the side, put it to the side. Okay. Like I said, priority. Get the 3-wave crash. And then proxy a 4th one. Fuck. There's a bunch of minions there for no reason.
It must come to pass.
Oh, I'm so sad. Lost 3 minions for no reason. You know who'd be depressed there? Every fucking player that plays this game, man. Okay, well, original plan busted. We're gonna free flow it. Now what I'm gonna try to do, since the Lee Sin is bot side, the likelihood of him being top side is super small. I'm gonna try to find a kill angle. And here we're gonna use something that I like to call little micro exploits that people don't usually do. Whenever I go against champions like Shen, Darius, people who have like abilities that you would try to bait as Riven. Riven has this very cool trade pattern that you can do to get something out of people playing passive or playing aggressive. So like, for example, this is like really interesting. This is like more like mechanical stuff for the 1v1. But you would walk in and out repeatedly into the range where like they would press their taunt, right? And then you cycle into doing walk up. When you notice that they're never falling for it, you walk up, delay, and then you start doing trades like that just to get small chunks of HP. And every single time you do those little chunks of HP, eventually they're more conditioned to like taunt out or taunt at you. So again, it goes like in and out, in one time, delay, you in, right? Do a little trade. If you get into the range, catch HP, walk back, repeat that cycle over and over again. Here I'm gonna give the cannon because I don't want to give HP. Walk in, delay, boom, little auto, HP trade, see? It's a nice way of like consistently like layering this up close game. See? It makes everything nice and consistent. I'm gonna push one more wave here. Again, and that's not something that you really like people don't talk about in any of these games when they go against these characters, because typically in League the matchups are more predetermined, as in like, oh, like this champion beats that champion, haha, you know, that type of shit. But it's whenever you go against like a really good player and you're looking to like exploit them in some way. Hold on. I'm gonna back out here.
No looking back.
And you're looking to find like little exploits here and there, that's what you would do. That type of layering. This guy's fucking with me. I might be dead. Their mid laner's rotating to me. Now I need to salvage this somehow.
An ally has been slain.
How should I proceed?
Enemy double kill.
Alright. The salvaging came in with the fact that we crashed the wave. Let's fucking go. Alright. Let's get that, boots, and refill.
An ally has been slain.
My spirit is not lost.
Agent streaming 5 p.m. What the fuck? It's because I started late today. I had I got pretty busy with some stuff in the morning, so I started like 4 hours ago. Anyway, I'll keep doing the same trade pattern in the lane.
From your mistakes.
As you guys can see, like the really cool part about it, it's like you should never get hit by a taunt if you stay within the first two, which is like in and out, and then that little delay, right? But then like if they are never like throwing out the taunt, you always get a little bit of HP from them, right? And the cool thing is that when you do that second timing, where you walk in and you wait for a little bit, that's when you should be ready to use your dash if you see anything particularly annoying. So against like Darius and characters like that, you would do the same thing, but you would use your Qs to the side to dodge their pull or the set E. So look, walk in, do it, right? Short trade, disengage. It's nice.
Choose your own path.
If they know about this minigame, they can do that. Well, the thing is, like, this little minigame, like I said, isn't really like used by players in League that much, and it's actually pretty important. It's pretty key.
For those who were lost.
So they would have to know that you're doing this in that specific pattern. So if I play against that Shen, by the way, I gotta push here because Shen TP'd. But if I play against a Shen and he doesn't know that I'm doing that to attack those delays and those times where he would want to press those abilities, he doesn't have counterplay. He doesn't know how to deal with them. So he would have, like I said, he would have to know. And then if he does know, it's still like very, what's the word I'm looking for? Unexploitable. One of the three things are gonna happen regardless. So
Violence to end violence.
no, okay. So you're thinking about it wrong. So it's not so much for the auto attack itself, or not the auto attack, but like the first. Because what you're talking about, especially for ADCs, is like the first layering, what they would do. Hold on. So it's like playing around the very first spacing where you walk in, walk out, walk in, walk out, and you bait them into walking in or not, right? No, I'm not talking about that. We're doing it for. We're going past that initial layer. We're going into like a second one, which gives you more control, because if you know the player is never falling for this first one, doing this into the walk to the side or using an ability is really important. For example, there, what I know is that if I did this, right, he's not in the first one, he's not on the second one, means I can just do that, right, and get a little bit of damage from him. And it's like, you'll win matchups like this over time really efficiently, just doing stuff like that. So like walk in, wait, walk to the side, walk in, wait to the side. It's really nice. Again, this is like more advanced than the normal stuff, but that's okay. It's like, it's pretty important in some matches. This is why I don't really like playing a lot of the range against the range matchups, because this minigame only extends to like the very first thing. I need to flash here? I think I don't need to. Let's so. Dude, Bali, thanks for the sub, bro. But the theory behind that, or that way of like layering, is that you're essentially seeing that if they react immediately, right, they're not pressing ever, which means that during that time where they would be reacting, let's back out. During that time where they would be reacting, right, you know that they're not pressing there anymore. So now that gives you a little bit of extra time. So like trick them visually by staying within their range for a little bit longer, because you're covering that first timing, right? If that makes sense.
Should I proceed?
And then, you know, after that, if they're waiting past that amount of time, you just get HP from them.
A sword mirrors its owner.
Oh my god, I canceled my auto so many times there. Might be.
My hands are stained.
Be fine. Okay, see, look, under tower here it's pretty useful too. You just walk in, walk out, walk in, use that delay, walk in, delay, walk in, delay, walk in, delay, right? And it's so useful. Obviously, sometimes you still get clipped, I'm only human, but extreme consistency. Walk in, walk out to the side, walk in, walk out.
An enemy has been slain.
It must come to pass.
An ally has been slain.
In to the side, in to the side, in to the side, dot. 1, 2, 2.
Choose your own path.
Keep to the side, keep to the side, 1, 2,
An enemy has been slain.
Knock him down a little bit, so now I can just dive him under tower. He's leaving with like no HP. That might be really good for my team. Depending on how much damage we do here.
So long I've wandered.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
What if the enemy predicts your sidestep and taunt pulls?
An enemy
Well, they have to predict one of the 3 sides.
ally has been
So like if you do this delay sidestep to one of the 2, they have to predict one of the 2, or if you're just staying in the middle. And if you have dashes like Riven, it's even more complicated because then I can dash back and I can dash to an even like more annoying angle. Okay, again, at the end of the day, yeah, sure. Everything in every single game has counterplay. Right? So this method of like looking at like how you're supposed to play laning like that in some of those spots is it's just a way of like creating like a spread of like 3 options that just they're always gonna happen
Learn from your mistakes.
no matter what. Which again, the whole purpose of it is that you get consistency and it allows you to read the way that your opponents like to play the game. But again, like I said, this is more like advanced. Like if you were watching like a pro game between like Korea and China, like this would be really cool to see like that type of laning dynamic, right? It'd be really sick. But again, in League, it's not really explored as much in that sense because a lot of the matchups in this game are somewhat predetermined.
What conflict awaits?
But you can always find little exploits between them, right? Just getting an even bigger advantage. So like, let's say like Riven versus Shen, right? Let's say like Riven does beat him. With this, you can beat him harder. So it's just a way of extending your lead, especially against other humans and not just an AI, because, you know, the whole purpose of this is that you're covering the timings where people would want to press.
An ally has been slain.
My hands are stained.
See if we can find an ISO Shen here. No. Are the new bots out? No.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Is some Looney Tune mechanics, not gonna lie. Yeah, you like it? Looney Tunes in a good way or a bad way? Because that's actually the same way you play like optimal like Street Fighter neutral. It's just like applied to this game. It works in like every game. It's sick.
Cannot draw one color. Leave that behind.
You have slain an enemy. Your team has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Hopefully we get another matchup just like this one. So I can show you guys this dynamic more, because I think it's one of the coolest things that you could probably do in these games.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.